Jason Allen, PR specialist from Capcom USA. So we're here with Resident Evil 5. We are following the exploits of Chris Redfield here and Sheva Alomar. Chris, you might remember from the original Resident Evil, and this takes place 10 years after the events of the first Resident Evil. He's accompanied here by Sheva Alomar, and they are in the town of Kajuju looking for the roots of the sinister virus that has plagued so many people throughout the Resident Evil series. So as you can see, Chris is capable of a lot of things that you might be familiar with from Resident Evil 4. Just real quick, the 180 works the same way here. The interact with Sheva Alomar, you actually hit for the 360, it's the B button, and that's all her interaction is with that B button. So we're gonna come in right here and trigger the first cutscene. A lot of the environment is interactive, and that's how you kind of make best of the situation when you have a hostile situation going on. So we'll see right after this cutscene takes place. Chris and Sheva will have to do a lot of crowd control to take care of the enemies so that they can actually deal with them effectively. I just like playing this build over and over again just because, all the detail you can see that, Takeuchi and his team has invested here. Even at this point, it looks so good. So just like all Resident Evil games, one of the biggest challenges is dealing with kind of that overwhelming sense of intimidation, that the threat brings. So that's part of the challenge, is managing that threat. And that's what we'll see here. Right here. So I'm gonna run over here real quick. Make sure I move this bookshelf in front of the window. And that's one of the key things to keep in mind, is to be aware of the environment and how you can use it to your advantage. I'm actually gonna call Sheva over here, and I'm gonna ask her to move it. She's gonna move it, and then I'm gonna run around looking for ammo. So while she does that, it saves me some time. I'm gonna run behind this plank here, and as the enemies come through, I'm just gonna pop off. I'm gonna tell Sheva to get back here with me so she can be as protected as well. And then we're gonna go off and shoot. So with this 360, controls are the same as you might remember with Resident Evil 4. There's an actual button to actually bring up the shooting view, and then there's an actual button to actually pull the trigger. So it's all about lining up your shots and just trying to keep from freaking out. Because that's what Resident Evil makes you do, is freak out.
Come on.
So get back around here, girl. And as you can see, they have problems getting over here to me. They're not going to be able to run over and just grab me and start strangling me as they would if I was putting myself out there in the middle of the room where they could just get their arms around me and take me down. So as you can see, that guy would have got a hold of me had I not been behind this protective wooden plank.
The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now. Roger that.
Now Sheva is not only there to lend you some fire help with the guns, but if Chris gets hemmed up, she'll run up and hit the guy for you. Sometime unprompted. All right, here we go. More enemies are on the... So it's getting kind of hairy. So what I'm gonna do is, they're trying to get to me. I can hot button over to my shotgun. Whoa, hold on. Yeah. All right, B button. Same thing to interact with Sheva. That'll actually save her if you're in a jam. See? You know, I have nothing to prove, so let me get out of here.